Kid crying over a Lego set he wasn't allowed to buy, so I bought it in front of him, for myself. When I was 5 or 6, I got one of those small $2 packs of some Star Wars character that's usually on the side of the checkout lanes with all the candy and gum. I didn't know what it was then, but there were blasters and as a kid, I really wanted it. I wasn't a spoiled child and I never asked for much, so my parents didn't really care. It was only $2. I didn't know what I was getting into. By the time I was 6, I had watched all the Star Wars films and cared too much about the Clone Wars show. 10 years later, I'm still a Star Wars nerd and I'm currently surrounded by 4 giant posters and a bunch of memorabilia. Let's go back again. When I was 8, had bought my second Lego set. I actually knew what Star Wars was this time, so I wasn't going to get a set of some random unnamed Jedi that died during Order 66 fighting against one clone trooper. I was never a very needy child, but there was this damn kid, I knew what I wanted to get, but I noticed there was only one on the shelf. Now listen, I'm a nice person, I don't stand too close to strangers, I give him his space. So I decided, alright I'll just walk in and get it after the kid moves away. That kid literally didn't move away. His hands are all over the box I wanted. He started crying all over the place, smearing his hands all wet with tears on the box. He held it in his hand and ran all over the store with it. His face was bright red. Damn, he wanted that thing. After his mom said no for the millionth time, he put it back on the shelf. Now is my time. I ran in quickly, grabbed it, paid for it, and walked right out. But this isn't one of those small mall locations. This store was huge. The checkout counter was at the very back, so I had to walk for like a minute to get to the front. Since I was at the store with my family friend, I just sat there while he picked out some Lego set meant for kids, like the bigger blocks kinda thing. Star Wars Episode 6, Return of the Kid. The kid comes back to the same location, dragging his mom with him. It's probably the first time the mom even walked there with him, she just kept saying no before. The kid was so confused. The box which was there minutes ago was suddenly gone. His mom thought that there was nothing there in the first place so she picked him up and carried him out the store. The kid, still bawling his eyes out. As the mom had him over her shoulder, the kid glanced at me as he was being carried out. He saw the set he wanted in my hand. Keep in mind that this set is small, so I told the cashier no when he asked me if I wanted a bag. I mean I'll just put it in the bag of another store my parents are shopping in. No need for more plastic bags. The kid sees it. He starts screaming and pointing and trying to get his mom's attention. The kid barely makes out the words telling his mom that I took what he wanted. Now, she understands that I took what her son wanted. She comes up to me, with her kid staring down at me as I'm sitting on the ledge by the front of the store. Thank you.